everyone, it's Maximilien Drillon. Welcome to my second video. We are here in the car to go to Courchevel for the first World Cup that will take place on Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday I will have a sprint and on Sunday a vertical. You will know better later what these race formats are, but remember that for now I have two races this weekend. In the car with me I have Pablo.
Hi everyone.
Pablo, you know him from the first video, so he will be there as a coach and help me on the courses. And there's also Axel, who is busy driving, but here is him. And he will be my physio during all the season and travel with me everywhere. So we just arrived in Courchevel. After unpacking our stuff, we decided to go for a shakeout run. But I choose the itinerary, and there's more snow than I expected, so it's an adventure to start the to start the journey here in Courchevel. You are too fast. So we are now Friday morning, the day before the race. So generally the day before the race I like to do 1 hour of training with some small intervals just to wake up the body before tomorrow's race. And there's another point important with this training is to test not only the shape but also to test the equipment before tomorrow's race. So during my training this morning I will test many different pair of skins and see which one I prefer and which one I plan to use tomorrow. Let's go! Hop, hop. So we just finished to check the vertical. So the course is a mix of steep and flatter parts. So it's something that I like. I like when it's not always the same gradient, and I can sometimes run, sometimes glide. And we also finished testing the skins. So we tested 5 different pair of skins, and Pablo tested some, I tested some, and we arrived at the same conclusion that one skin is better than the others. So we'll keep that secret, but this test was useful. So let's go down. So after the training where we check the vertical, now we check the sprint. It will be important to be ready directly from the start and in the foot part to give everything. So when I'm at the summit of the foot part, I'm in good position to do the downhill and to finish hopefully in the best positions possible. Hi everyone, it's Saturday morning, the day of the sprint. So I woke up 3 hours and a half before my race, and what I like to do to wake up before a race is to go for 15 minutes of walking and some running to activate the body before having breakfast. So I will have breakfast 3 hours before the race to have time to digest and feel good. And as you can maybe see, it's snowing a little, but I don't think that will impact a race such as a sprint. So I slept well, everything is ready, so let's go! I'm about to finish my activation work, and as you can see I am covered by white gold, so let's see how it impacts the race, but yeah, we will see. So now we are 3 hours before the race. I'm having my pre-race breakfast. My pre-race breakfast is close to the one I have at home normally, because that's the breakfast I take every time and I'm used to it. So it's 1 egg, some toast with honey, a banana, some tea and some applesauce. And with that, normally I am full of energy for the race.
Maximilien Drion.
Tu passes en anglais.
Maximilien Drion. We are at 2 hours before the race. How do you feeling?
How I
How
feel?
are you? Ouais, exactement.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I feel good.
No,
So I had
don't do the BG, please.
I had breakfast, then I made sure that everything was ready, and now I have to put on my shoes, get in the car, and go to the snow.
As you can see, the circuit starts with the first part when the athletes have to glide. Then there are a diamond part when the athletes have to be little turns. Then they get to a transition when they get off the skis and put it on the backpack. Do a foot part that here will be with stairs. And then a final part with the skins again to the final transition when they get off the skins and do the final downhill. So today is the sprint races. I'm going to explain you how it works because it's quite difficult to understand. Now are the qualifications, so one per one the athletes are starting every 30 seconds to try to do the best time as possible. After this qualification, if Max will be in the 30 best times, he will get the quarterfinal, who are 5 rounds, and the best 2 of each one get to the semi-final. There are also 2 places for lucky losers, and after semi-finals we got the final, where the 6 best athletes will compete to see who reaches the victory. Let's go. We are ready. Max is warming up right now.
Oh la la! Yeah. One thing, Max.
So Max have done the 17th best time. He passed to the quarterfinal. He will be in the second one, but in a really hard one with one of the best athletes of the circuit.
They're off. It is second of the men's heats here in Courchevel. Oh no, and there's been a bit of an incident at the back there. This is what I say when I say anything can happen. And one of the most important things in this race is that you absolutely have to keep going. That was Max Giant, who has had another shocker.
Today was the first sprint of the season, and in the quarterfinal you have a crash just 10 seconds after the start, and the race was almost done there. So
Yeah, so when you are on the start of the race, it's to give the maximum you can, and when you have a crash, it's difficult to feel satisfied of your performance because it was impacted by someone else. So yeah, after 10 seconds of racing, an athlete and me, we touched. It was so fast that we don't really know what exactly happened, but we both ended on the ground. One of my skins was cut, my binding was open, and then I clipped, so I had to take off my ski, put it back on and open the binding. So I lost at least 15 seconds in that.
how do you change your mind because tomorrow is the next competition?
I think top athletes are really strong in developing routines. So when you have many races following each other, you have to optimize every second of your day, and so you develop routines like food, nap, walk, stretching, eating. But it's these routines that keep you busy and help you stay in your bubble and stay focused for what's ahead. Because I cannot change what happened today, but what I do today, this after the race, can influence a lot what I will get as a result tomorrow.
How are the legs of Max, Axel?
They feel good. Much better than in the beginning of the week. So yeah, it's ready for tomorrow.
Feel ready, Max?
Yeah, I would like to do the race this evening.
Today's sprint was like an activation.
Yeah, exactly.
So after the massage, I like to go for a walk, generally between 20 and 30 minutes. This walk helped me to enhance recovery a little bit and also to kind of meditate. Sometimes I listen to music, sometimes not, but these walks allow me to be outside in the snow and be by myself and think about the race that happened, the race that will take place tomorrow, and how I felt and many things. But generally, I like to block all my thoughts and just relax. So we are the morning on the vertical. The start is at 1 p.m. So it's never easy to know what to eat, when to eat, when we have starting times so late. So what I usually do is I have a first breakfast, very small breakfast when I wake up. So I had some bread and a banana at 8 this morning, and have my real breakfast, my pre-race meal, 3 hours before the race.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Sunday and I'm going up the vertical track. It have already started, as you can see, and today's vertical is a bit special because it's time trial. Athletes are starting every 15 seconds. Today you have to wait till the last athlete to see if you are with the best time. Usually vertical races are between 500, 700 meters, between 20 and 30 minutes. This one will be a short one with 500 meters and the record will be around 20 minutes. Max have the VIP 9, so he will start really on the last places.
Rebel Antonioli with the bibs 12. With the bibs number 9, Maxime Brion du Chapois representing la Belgique est dans la place.
You are just 10 seconds behind Paul Berniac. The rest, you are in front. Good job, Marc. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, you are on fire. Let's go. So after the first 8 minutes of racing, Remy Monet have already passed. Max is the 4th best time by the moment. So let's go, Max. I'm next to a heart attack. Max is 4th after the first 400 vertical meters, just 1 second behind the podium. Let's go.
Robert Antignoli. Right at the back of our screens in the black helmet is Maximilien Drian of Belgium. Yeah, it's fascinating. Ready. Maximilien Drian there coming in just in front of Robert Antignoli.
Max have just crossed the finish line. He did the 3rd best time by the moment. Just 1 second from the best time. Crazy, Max, congratulations. Still some racers to arrive, so probably out of the podium, but really close to it.
Backed by where we are. Remy Bonnet takes the win ahead of Aurélien Guay. Xavier Gachet in a fantastic 3rd place.
Alors Yannick, comment t'évalues ma performance ce week-end?
La performance, un peu déçu pour le sprint, on espérait quand même une demi-finale, mais après il y a bien sûr eu ce petit accident au départ avec l'américain qui a bloqué. Et la verticale, j'espérais un top 8, aujourd'hui c'est top 5, à 1 seconde de la 3e place. C'est vraiment frustrant cette seconde, mais au vu de la préparation, au vu où on est dans la saison, c'est une performance qui est plus que réjouissante pour la suite.
So today was obviously better than yesterday, as you could see on the images. So yeah, top 5 is a very good result. It was more than 1 year since I did the top 5 in vertical, so that's a good result for me, and especially this early in the season. And so yeah, today I'm happy because I could come back after a difficult day of the sprint and show some resilience and stay focused, because I could have been easily disturbed by the bad day that happened. But today was different, and I was focused from the start to the finish to give everything I had. And globally, it was a good weekend. Also for me and the staff, we quickly learned to live together and to work together, and so that's really positive for the rest of the winter. The next World Cup will be in Azerbaijan, a new destination for the ISMF World Cup. And there we will have 3 races, an individual, a vertical and a sprint. So 3 races in 4 days will be another challenge to tackle, but I will be ready.